Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, I rise to support the sixth schedule to the Constitution Bill 1988, which is brought on the floor of this House. Sir, it is a welcome measure in the right direction. This bill seeks to devolve more powers to the district councils. Sir, in the district councils, the members are the tribals. Sir, the founding fathers of the Constitution of India, through their wisdom and political foresight, recognized the very delicate sentiments, culture, and traditions of the tribals. They foresaw that unless certain protections are given to the tribals in the management of their affairs, they will be submerged in the process of normalization along with the most or more advanced people of the plains. This aspect was recognized not only by the founding fathers of the Constitution but by the allied rulers as well. According to 1937 Act, certain areas of Assam in the northeastern region were kept excluded to be looked after by the governor. This was also a recognition to the very peculiar feature prevailing in the tribal area. This was intended to protect the innocent tribals from being exploited by more advanced people of the plains. So, when the Constitution was drafted, this special provision was made to protect the interests of the tribals, particularly in the northeastern region. Para. Sir, even before the drafting of the Constitution of India, the tribal in the northeastern region agitated and they showed their resentment that when the British leave the country, they should be kept in such a way that their culture and their tradition are safeguarded. When the subcommittee of the Constituent Assembly, in which Brother Basu was also a member, when they visited Kohima, they were told that the Nagas want a separate home. In other words, they do not want to lose their identities. They want to preserve their culture. They want to preserve their traditions. Similar is the case of Mizoram, Meghalaya, and other tribal areas. In this amendment, there are some features for which this House should not have an idea of doubts. If you just look at the face of the bill, a question would arise that when the entire state is predominantly tribal, why should we have tribal councils that even among the tribals there are some minorities within tribals who have to be cared. Para. when we devolve powers in the district councils or at the grassroots levels, it clearly shows the intention of the government to extend the democratic process even at the grassroots level so that this would give more opportunities to the people for deeper involvement in the scheme of things in the whole country. If we all the time look at the tribals as backward, and if we do not give opportunity to them to develop, how can they be trained in the art of governance? How can they be trained in the running the affairs of their own state? I feel that devolution of more powers to the local self government, especially in the tribal areas, is a very welcome feature and is in the right direction. I am afraid that while giving more powers to the council, if we do not again give them financial powers, I think this will be like an anti drama. Without financial powers, how can they manage? Therefore, in the amendment, I think you have rightly given more financial powers for the management of the district councils. Now, a suspicion has arisen if we do not allow the legislators to attend the district council. Does it mean a distrust? I do not think so. Even if the governor has to use his discretion, he has to consult the Council of Ministers. Therefore, the question of misuse of discretionary power by the governor, I think, would not arise. And also, use of discretion is on matters pertaining to the progress of these tribals, and therefore we should not misconstrue the spirit of the amendment which we are having before us. Para. In Tripura, the tribals are the real inhabitants, but because of historical reasons, because of political reasons, they are completely submerged by outside people, and therefore, especially for Tripura, a special provision to safeguard the interests of the tribals in matters of appointments, in matters of law, in matters of land, in matters of their traditions and customs shall have to be worked out. I would request the government to ensure that more protection and more safeguards are initiated, especially for the tribal minorities of Tripura. After all, in their own home, they are finding themselves in a minority, and therefore it is our moral obligation to ensure their safety, their security, and their future. I do not want to dwell much on this. I only wish that the district council in Mizoram, which has been envisaged in this amending bill, works well. The agreement with Mr. Laldenga also clearly indicate that protection would be given to these minorities, which is good it for the people here.